que lui. Hi everyone, welcome to our summer flash demo. My name is Margot Bourja and I'm part of the commercial team at My DSO Manager. And today I'm with Natasha and Yuan.
Hi, everyone.
So
Hi.
maybe you can introduce yourself.
Of course, maybe I'll start. My name is Yuan. Nice to meet everyone here participating for our webinar. Thank you for your time, by the way. My name is Yuan, and I joined my DSO manager part of sales team, same as Margot, about 1 year ago. So we are here to discuss with our customers and to carry out demonstration of our SaaS solution, my DSO manager. Over to you, Natasha.
And yeah, and I'm Natasha. I'm project manager. So I take care of all the implementation phase. So everything about data connection and making sure everything works fine at the beginning of the project and then during production phase. So yeah, very nice to meet you all.
So thank you all for joining our session. We have decided to set up a very quick demo, and we are very happy to see so many participants despite the, the holiday season. So grab your notepad or a cocktail and let's dig in. So I will introduce our company very shortly, and then I will give the lead to the girls so they can go deeper into the cash collection strategy and into the risk management. So, regarding the company, My DSO Manager is, as you can hear, a French company. We are based next to Grenoble, and today we are about 30 people working toward one same objective, which is providing a very agile, interconnected, and innovative SaaS solution. So we are compatible with any kind of ERP, which makes us today work with many different businesses, many different companies of various size, such as you can see on the screen. And basically, you name it, we integrate it. Okay. My Data Manager is a very unique solution, and that's part of it. As I said, we are working and investing a lot into the interconnectivity of the tool. We have developed many services and many connectors to some financial and to credit management tools that you might use already or that you might want to use in the future. Our objective is to consolidate all the data in one and only tool for your teams, for your collection teams, but also for your risk management teams. This is why we have included and developed some connectors with the main credit insurers or with the finance information providers. We are also able to connect some payment solution to provide some secure link for your customers. We are working with some BI tools as well, because what you do on My DSO can be interesting regarding the data that you are analyzing afterward. We have developed also what we call the EDM connectors, which allows you to have the duplicate of the PDF of the invoices directly into the platforms. So Natasha and Yuan will go deeper on all of these matters, but you will see that My DS Manager is a very intuitive and connected tool. Regarding the last 12 months, we are very proud to say that My DS Manager has been used by more than 25,000 users all around the world. Obviously, the platform is available in different languages and can deal with many currencies, which also is true for our teams, because both of our customer assistance and project management team can provide services in many languages. So if you are listening to us from a very far country, please feel free to contact us, because we will be able to help you on this. Last but not least, the setup. We have a very agile implementation process. So for us, a classic implementation takes between 30 to 40 days maximum for a global scope. So what is included in this scope? It starts with the kickoff meeting, where we analyze all your usage, all of your data, and we guide you about how to connect the data to the platform and what kind of information we have to push into My DSO Manager. And it goes to the creation of your platform and the integration and the technical validation, but also to the training We obviously provide the training for our customers, but it goes farther than that. We do not stop at the go live of your platform. We provide also some onboarding programs, because our objective is to accompany you with regular follow-ups and to make sure that everything is working and is working fine for everybody. I will leave I will give the lead, sorry, to Natasha now, which up, and she will show you around the platform regarding the cash collection management.
Yes, I'm just going to share my screen. Here it is. So I'm going to focus today on the collection process. I'm not going to show all the features. Don't have enough time to do so. So I'm just going to show you the collection. So here we've got the global view. I'm not going to go to the details, but just so you know, you've got the main debtors here. And then I just can go to collection, the collection tab, and we've got different kind of actions. So it's dunning action. So we've got the manual actions when you want to maybe edit something before doing so. So if you want to edit an email before sending it, it will be a manual actions. And we've got the second tab, which is automatic actions. You have semi-automatic actions and automatic actions. Semi-automatic, it just means that you can confirm before sending it. And if you do like full automatic, it will just go. Just all automatic. You don't have to do anything. So just for the details, you've got like different filters here. So I'm just going to show you the emails. So here I've got all the emails and I've got everything that I have to do. I know what I have to do. I know I'm going to have to send those emails, and I can filter just, for example, on someone with the team. So I'm just gonna filter on Audrey, and here is the emails that I will have to send. It's in blue, meaning that I'm on time, it's all good. If it's in red, it means that I had to do something, didn't do it yet, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, so if I go back here, I'm just gonna show you. So for example, now I've got to send this email, and those emails are met on templates, meaning that I decided what I wanted in this email with the, let's show you the preview, with the buttons, signatures, everything, charts and stuff. So you've got everything that is made and you just have to send it. So I'm just going to show you. As you can see, we've got account statement. This is kind of a portal for your customers. So they see their items, what they have to pay. So here I just have one invoice, and they can interact with you, meaning that they can select this invoice. Let's say I'm a customer. I'm just going to leave a comment. Okay. So let's say I'm John, and we'll pay by the end of August. Okay. It's not dispute. It's not like being processed. I confirm the payment. Actually, I didn't pay, but that will happen. They would just say, yeah, I'm going to confirm the payment, but we'll see. Let's say 31 of August. That's it. And send. Okay. And you receive those comments. Okay. If I go back here, you've got so manual action, automatic action, history, we'll see that later, and you've got all the replies and comment. So before that, we had like 0, it was all clean, but now I just left a comment and we've got it here, okay? We can check the comment and then we can qualify it. So here I just selected, okay, I know the customer promised to pay, it's automatic, we've got AI here, so it's analyzing the text and saying, oh, okay, I think it's promised to pay. Okay, so good. With the good, like the proper date that we had it just before. So before going into the details of the qualification, I just want to show you a bit more on here. So showed you like the collectors and the types, but I want to show you also that you have all the charts of what has to do or what has been done. So you know the actions to do. So here I'm still on Audrey, but I can have the whole team here. So I know what has to be done today and what's coming next week and then the week after. And I can choose what has been done in the past. Okay. So this is when it's running. So I'm not now going to show you the setup to get this kind of things. So everything is in manage collection scenario. So I'm just going to show you that. So you choose anything you want to do. So you do your scenario. We help you doing it at the very beginning. We do it together, but then you do pretty much what you want to do. So you can create any kind of scenario, any kind of actions, can be emails, phone calls, can be letters, anything, okay? And you can be very adapted to your customer, your industry, your customer payment behaviors. So it's really up to you what you want to do, and you choose, of course, when you want to do the actions and if you want to do it manually or automatically. So I'm just going to show you the first one. It's a standard collection scenario. We've got, for example, a first reminder before the due date. Okay. And here it's automatic to be confirmed, just for example. Then you've got the different kind of management here. So we can say the status, it's different kind of status. So I showed you the promise to pay, where you have different kind of status of the items. So most of the time it's just ongoing. So you send emails, everything is fine, customer should pay, should, and then you might want to use the litigation, okay? And then hopefully you have promised to pay, or just automatically the invoices are paid and they're no longer in the actions because everything is dynamic, okay? Meaning that if something is paid, you won't find it anymore. You just have it in the history. Okay, so if I go just in one customer information file, so here you've got everything about this customer. We'll go into detail later, but you've got here the collection scenario of this customer. So I know that 10 days before the due date, this customer had an email. And I know the next step is 2 days after. So here it's a reminder by email. And I know also if I just look down, I've got all the account receivables. So here I know this is the oldest item and everything will be about this, related to this item. But when I send an email, I send it regarding all the items. It takes everything into account. And here I can choose also in the collection, I can choose to just do a specific action about few items. I can also decide, for example, if there is just one invoice, it's a bit different, I want to do it differently, I don't want to send anything, I might ignore it or just plan a specific action for this invoice. And one thing I want to show you, and I know time is running, so I'm going to go fast, is the search. We can search specific things. For example, I might want to search for the customer. There are £5,000 receivables. I'm just going to look for them. So I know it's kind of VIP customers. So I can save this one here, and then I can just create some kind of a rule saying that those customers, it will be VIP. And then again, it's the management settings tab. So here in AI, search and assign here. So I know collection scenario, I can set up a VIP customer. Going very fast, but just so you know, here. So we decided its customer type is VIP, and then I can link this search to the kind of, just gonna show you to, yeah, VIP customers, okay? And it will be the VIP customers collection scenario. And in this page, everything is about making rules, logical rules, so it works fine, okay? I think I have no time left. I don't know. You tell me, Margot.
No, you don't.
Okay.
you you don't. But
Well,
if anybody have any question about what Natasha is showing, we will be happy to set up a quick demo afterwards and to go deeper into these points.
Up. I believe it's my time showing you the risk management side. I'm going to choose the screen to share with you. There you go. So here, what you can see is also within one entity of it, which is called My Company UK. Right after the collection tab, we've got this risk tab, which, as you can see here, is quite similar to the collection tab, which was the agenda for cash collectors, for the cash collection scenarios. And here in the risk management tab, what you can see is the list of actions and the action date for each of your customers, and for the risk management team or the risk committee to carry out some actions regarding this customer, and also while taking into consideration the receivables and all of the risk related issues of the customer. Here we can typically find some types of actions, or some types of alerts. As we can see here, the credit limits review for this customer. As we can see, we've got a credit limit that we set £500. And here my agenda is telling me that we need to do a credit limit review a while ago. So this is an agenda to tell the risk management team what to do and at what time and regarding which customer. All of the information you can find here, they can be configured by the administrator or the risk manager of your company. Here in the setting page, we've got some configurations. So firstly, the manage risk page, where we can choose the credit insurance, the name of the credit insurer. We can choose the credit limit validation duration, which is by default 180 days. That means every time we get one credit limit validated, by default 6 months later, we will have a pop-up agenda saying that it needs to be reviewed. Alerts when the total receivable reaches a certain 100% of the credit limit. So for each of our customer, the machine will compare automatically the receivables and the credit limit that is defined for the said customer. And then you as a credit manager will be alerted for each of the customer and then take actions accordingly. We've got grace period and time limit for declaring a client to be insured as well. And also, of course, the amount of discrimination limit, which can be set up by the risk manager or the administrator. So those parameters or those configurations will help you have a total control over the risk strategies for your company, and depending on the different profiles of your customer. If I go to the next configuration page, which is manage credit limit validation here, sorry, we've got a list of validators, knowing that the limit, there's no limit in the number of validators that you can create within your group. If you have a big risk management committee, you can make each of your committee members here and grant them each one a certain amount. So that, for example, for my colleague Yusuf, me as cash collector, I know that I can ask or require a certain additional credit limit to Yusuf up to £50,000 and so on. So again, as administrator, I can find all of those relevant information here. I've got request history here, so I can see specifically who asked which amount to which validator at what time for which company. So here we really have the complete information of all of the histories, and knowing that everything is archived in My DSO Manager, so you will never lose trace. So here what I'm showing you as a risk tab, and here the settings are basically an overview of my company's situation. Knowing that all of those information, of course, we can find them as well in one customer page. So I've prepared, for example, this customer. What I can find in my customers page, I can find, as Natasha said, some basic information from the ERP and regarding this customer, but I can also find the amount granted by my credit insurer. For this customer, I can find the insurer reference. I can find if I have any credit limits here. I've got a score. I've got maybe a risk score that I set up previously for this customer. I can have a separate tab here as a risk report. If I click on here, so for this specific customer, I've got the list of actions to do. And if I'm a cash collector or if I'm a risk manager, I can set up new actions. I can program some new actions in the future for credit limit review and so on. I can add some item. I can add a comment that I can ping for this customer, so that I can share some information for my team. So again, if we activated a connector for this customer regarding the credit insurer, we can find the relevant information here. I've got the credit available as well, which is the difference between the total receivables for this customer and the total amount of credit granted for the customer. I've got the schedule of payment and with the possibility of integrating the order backlog. So if they are not invoiced, but you still have the information regarding the order, we can take that into account as part of the risk management strategy. We have the possibility to set up the credit notation. So if you've got your own model, let's say, and if you give each of those criteria a weighted number of 500%, 6% or 10%, and so on, you can let the machine calculate for you a scoring and get this information back to my customer page. So all of those information, as I go back to the customer page, you can find them here. And in a summary, there are some of the information that you can use to evaluate the risk of this customer. Typically, here you can see the payment behavior of this customer, which is, of course, calculated in real time. You've got, if you have a contract with one of the financial information provider, you can have the information here. You have the guarantee, you have the credit limits as well. So all of those information will allow you to have a clear visibility on the risk level of this customer, which will help you make better decisions, make better and let's say precise decisions. All of those information by the way, so with some of our partners of credit insurer connectors, we now have the possibility not only to receive the amount granted by the credit insurers, but from My DSO Manager, we have the possibility to, I don't think I have it on this customer. Let me just change very quickly to another customer. We've got the possibility to submit a cover request directly to your credit insurer. And we can choose whether it is a permanent cover or a temporary cover, in which case we will have an expiration date. So all of the information, again, will be archived in My DSO, and all of the histories all will be saved. So this is what we call a bi-directional connector with credit insurers today. All of those information, so we saw the risk agenda, and we also have a report for risk management. So this is the place where we will have all of the consolidated information for each of our customers and to evaluate the risk of my customers, including the payment behavior, the company name, and also the overdue, the receivables, and if I have some information from my information provider or credit insurer. That's where I will find all of the information from in My DSO Manager. So again, we have a tool not only for cash collection, but also for total control of the risk management for your company, be it multi-entity or mono-entity. So this is a very quick overview of the risk management in My DSO Manager for one entity. I will hand over to Margot again for the last part of our webinar today, which is reporting.
Thank you. And so, as you just said, we have several modules into My DSO Manager. The one is obviously the cash collection one, which allows you to create automatic or semi-automatic strategy for the collection. We have the risk management one, which is still evolving as well. We are investing a lot into this module, developing new functionalities, and you start to mention it, but we also and obviously have the reporting part. This part is very, very important because it provides you real-time and dynamic data, not only regarding one entity, just like the one that we were using, but also at the group level. If you have several entities, if you have several businesses that have been using My DSO Manager, we are able to provide consolidated reporting. So obviously, credit management sub-related reports, cash management reports, and risk also, as you just mentioned, Yuan. But if I go at the entity level, of course, I can find the same reports and some additional ones. So, for example, the aging balance, which I'm sure is very much used by all of you. This report provides, again, real-time data for all of your customers based on the invoices that have been paid, the payment behavior, and everything going on through My DSO Manager. Of course, with such a name, we do provide the DSO report that can be calculated over different periods of times. For each report, you get several filters here that can help you to target more specific information in your reports. We can also find the dispute management report. Natasha has been mentioning the dispute and the promise of payment and all of this stuff. The objective here, obviously, for us is to help you to monitor what is going on regarding the dispute management and to help you solve them as fast as possible, because a dispute means that your cash is outside waiting for you. So we want to help you to go and get it. Also, we provide some trend analysis, some resolution analysis. Um, this is also available at the item status level. Of course, we want to monitor all of your portfolio, all of your customers, and everything going on for the credit management section. The second section is a more business-oriented section for reporting. So obviously, you can monitor your sales directly into My DSO Manager. You can monitor the cash forecast, which is one of the most intelligent reporting tool for us, because it includes the payment behavior Yuan was mentioning, but also the dispute resolution time. So it provides a really accurate vision of the treasury, of the cash coming in the coming weeks for you, and of course always with the details for all of your customers. If I click on one, that's a good example. I'm back into a customer card that you've been exploring with Yuan and Natasha, and you can see here for each customer there's a report and indicator section which will provide you with all the KPIs for this customer in particular. Okay. We also have what we call the collection efficiency. This is a very useful tool for the collectors, for your teams, because it provides a snapshot of the situation compared to the month that is going on. So that's a good way to set up some targets for your collectors to see how efficient their work have been and what remains to be to be collected by the end of the month. Of course, if you are working in the industry sector or in the manufacturing sector, we can integrate your backlog in this section. Once again, we want to provide some very accurate data for your teams. And Yuan, you've been exploring also the risk reporting, so I'm not going too much in details. I have 1 minute left, so I want to talk about the quality of your data, because if we provide a reporting tool, we want the data to be accurate, to be as good as possible. So this is why we have developed what we call the insights. This will analyze all of your data on different level, on the client's level, on the items level, and it will provide some advice, some actions to be done to improve the quality of your data. So for example, here I can see that I have a positive credit note, or for these customer, I have no contact to send the emails for collection. So all of these table is very useful on a daily basis, and it helps you to monitor and to improve your data all the way through My DSO Manager. So we've been together for 30 minutes. That was a flash demo, so we have to stop. But once again, if you have any question, please feel free to ask and to send an email at sales@mydsomanager.com. The three of us won't be in vacation in the coming days, so we remain available to answer your questions. We really hope that you enjoyed this flash demo, and we wish you all a good evening. Bye.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
everyone. Bye.